All right, so this is a cool little moment. Check this out. Whenever a student really becomes a master, we make him a moderator in the challenge. Mono trader, Matt Monaco, $250,000, just graduated college. Just made another 1,500 this morning on XTRM. So now he's a moderator and he's in red. And watch the whole chat room go crazy because he really helps a lot of people. Congrats on being a moderator, man. You earned it. Everyone, please congratulate Mono Trader in challenge chat. He's now made 250K plus after just graduating college, and now he's a moderator because he also helps others in the challenge. This is what I love. So I had to congratulate him. Look at this. This is what I love about the challenge. You might not realize this, but if you click the link below this video and you apply to join my challenge, you get access to this special chat room. And all of these, people are just so dedicated. Look at this. He's like, let's go. Let's crush this. For those of you who don't, I'm trying to give him karma. It's going too fast. There you go. By the way, the heart and the chat room is just like it's like a Facebook like, but we call it karma. This was long before I had even come up with Karma Gala. It's actually, I just like karma. I don't know. But Matt Monaco, forget about just the 250,000. He is also just so helpful in the challenge chat room. So this is what I want more students to do. Not just make a lot of money. Yeah, it's cool that he's made $250,000 after just graduating college, 8 weeks ago, which is awesome. 1,500 this morning on XTRM, solid play. I did the same thing. Oh, wait. And this is where you can ask questions too. I'll do a video lesson tonight. Everyone's always asking me questions, but I only really answer in the challenge chat room because these are my most dedicated students. So I'm going to post one link below this video. If you actually want to be a dedicated student, if you want to, be able to try to make, $250,000, if you want to try to make millions. I mean, here are the moderators. Kyle Williams is over 400,000. He just had his best month last month in July. I think he made 79,000. Mark Croock, one of my newest millionaire students. Before I was saying he was my newest millionaire student, but now he's just one of them. Closing in on 2 million, and he's I think 600,000 now in 2020. And he's taken my penny stock strategy and really adapted it to options, which is cool. Michael Goode, my first hater turned millionaire student. He's over 2 million. Now mono trader 245,000. Tim Lento doesn't get enough credit. He just shorts pumps for the long term. And he's made over 600,000. So these guys are in the challenge chat room pretty much every day. Also, Gritani is normally in here. Jackaroo is normally in here. Jackaroo is up like 750,000. He's friends with Kyle and Mono Trader. And I don't know where he is today. Some days you could just take off. There wasn't that many great setups today. XTRM really was the only great morning panic dip buy setup, and we nailed that if you're prepared. And then Tim Gritani, I think, is on vacation for the next few days or weeks. He's made 3 million so far in 2020. So he doesn't need to be in here every day. But look at this. Look at this great, community. This is what I love. Everyone is just, really respectful of each other. Everybody wants each other to learn. And that's what separates, the challenge from everything else. This is why I have so many students who are becoming 6-figure students, 7-figure students. Remember, 90% of traders lose in this industry. So I don't want to sugarcoat this. I don't want you to think like, yeah, join this, guaranteed profits. Some people literally ask me, if I join your challenge, if I invest my time, if I invest my money, can you guarantee me profits? And I'm like, no. I guarantee you that I'll teach you everything I know. I guarantee you that knowledge and that preparation and those lessons and those patterns and those rules can only help you in an industry where 90% of traders lose. But I can't guarantee profits. I have no idea when the next great play is going to be. I have no idea when the next great sector is going to be. So I want you to understand, that this is about preparation. Like here is XTRM. This is a classic pattern. Had it in my watch list, set it pre-market. Like this is, I have commentary. Some people don't even realize like all my commentary is timestamped. People are like, you're just saying it after the fact. No, it's timestamped. Pre-market specifically, I said, where was it? XTRM, OPTI, ZVO, top potential dip buys into any big panics. I listed XTRM first. This was at 9:27:32. So 3 minutes before the market opened. We had the first panic, but frankly, I was in AXIM. I was in another play that didn't really spike that much. We got a little spike and it failed, so I got out, small gain. But it was actually a blessing in disguise because I wasn't tempted to dip buy this first panic. I got the second panic. Maybe this actually, I'll just turn this into today's video lesson. That'll be easier. I was like, oh, I'm making so many video lessons. How did I nail XTRM? So sorry to take away. I was going to just congratulate, Matt Monaco on becoming moderator and making 1,500. Where was his trade, by the way? This is what prompted me to do it because he, really understands it. And it was just like the latest trade. It wasn't even a huge trade for him. Where was it? I don't even know. Mono trader. I don't know. I'll find it. But he made 1,500. But how did I do this? What was the key to success? And I think, the number one question that people are asking, like, how did I pick the exact bottom? How did I execute it so well? And remember, yesterday I was down 300, so I'm coming off a red day, coming off a little sloppy trading. Whenever you come off like sloppy trading, you have to be a little more conservative. Yesterday it was on SINT. The good news is I warned on SINT. I'm going to take credit for this because yesterday, SINT, I was going for the morning spike. It failed. I cut losses wisely, but it spiked later in the day. And I did not chase it. And this was the commentary I gave. Let me find I just tweeted this too. This was my tweet yesterday in the afternoon. Remember, all my stuff is timestamped, okay? So some people have these conspiracy theories. Some promoters like to lie. They're like, Sykes is just shorting you. You don't even realize it. First of all, I'm not shorting anything. I don't think shorting is a good strategy. And you'll see my commentary. You'll see my trades. I don't go against my commentary. I don't go against my actual trades that I'm telling you. It's in my own best interest to make you as successful as possible. I donate all of my trading profits to charity, okay? I don't hide any trades. I don't go against my own, like, it's so stupid, the kind of hate, but that is, the ignorance that's penny stocks. So SINT, the reason why I bring this up is because your previous trades, your previous days are going to affect specifically what you do the next day. It plays with your head. Like trading is a little bit about mindset. So yesterday afternoon, I said late day breakout, but I won't chase given what's happened this morning. So people said, like, why do you mean given what happened this morning? Well, I had a loss. I had my biggest loss in months because it spiked so much and came down so quickly. When it failed that 3 level, I couldn't get out. And I had a roughly $2,000 loss. Which, again, not that huge in the grand scheme of things, but it's a very slippery slope once you start losing. And I'm very aware of that slope. Remember, I've been doing this 20 plus years. This is where experience comes in. It's not arrogance, it's experience. So I recognize this slippery slope, and I didn't want to chase it. And I said, you know what? They'll likely screw it up with another offering. Did I have inside information? Did I know there was going to be an offering? No and no. I just know patterns, and I know this company. They've done several financings at discount prices right into big spikes. And so sure enough, trading in the 280s, failed at 3 again, late day and pre-market. And then you get the offering. And I know promoters will say, this is how companies do it. Offerings are fine. It's a good dip buy opportunity. Like I saw that on BOXL, the promoters are trying to defend it when they had a offering. Where was it? Was it more than 5 days ago? Yeah, right here. Wow. And the stock crashes from 280 down to 2 on the offering news. It is not normal. You do not have to lose 20, 30%. It is not a dip buying opportunity. And this one it actually was because I think some shorts were just, squeezed and the promoters kept promoting. But the news in itself, when a company does an offering at a huge discount, it's a wake up call. What is an offering, you might ask? That's when the company raises money. So, yeah, the company raises money. That's a good thing. But why do they do it at such big discount prices? Because the institutions who invest millions of dollars do not buy normal, regular retail prices. Whoever's investing in BOXL, they don't want to pay $3 a share. They're willing to pay $2 a share. Only retail newbies and Robinhooders and people who don't know how full of BS these companies are pay high prices. Okay? It's no different than, wholesalers or retailers. If you buy something in mass in a big quantity, and you buy it at wholesale and then you sell it to the dumber general public at retail prices and you mark it up. That's basically what these stocks are doing. And that's why promoters exist. Promoters specifically market these piece of junk stocks to retail traders, retail idiots, retail newbies, Robinhooders, whatever you want to call them, who don't know that they're being marketed to. They think that they're actually investing in quality companies. I need to de-brainwash people every single day. So sorry to go on a rant about financings, but this is why this game is more predictable, okay? People say, like, how do you know all this stuff? Do you have inside information? No, I just have experience. Leave a comment underneath this video saying experience pays, whether you understand it yet or not. If you are an experienced trader watching this, then you know that to be true. If you don't have experience yet, trust me, I always say this is a marathon, not a sprint, because in time you'll realize that experience does pay. From your losses, from your wins, learning everything, it is a marathon and it gets easier. Year 2, year 3, year 4. I've taught some really dumb, degenerate people, and I don't say that in a bad way. I'm not that smart. I'm a degenerate too. But I'm saying that within a few years of watching these stocks and patterns, if you have the right mindset, you can really make it. Okay. There's never been someone dumb enough or too degenerate enough if they've actually stuck with their learning, where they didn't make huge knowledge gains, huge account gains over time. So anyways, BOXL, toxic financing, it's dead to me. SINT, toxic financing, maybe they can put out another PR if they get enough volume. If they can squeeze shorts, then it might come back. But as of right now, it's dead to me. XTRM. The reason why I didn't dip by it here is because I was dealing with AXIM, which was wrong. And then I'm rooting for it to drop. So you can see here, I can imagine outsiders being like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you rooting a 2-cent stock to drop? First of all, I said, I missed the perfect XTRM entry. I was pissed, missing the first one, but I'm like, okay, whatever. At 941, I say, come on, XTRM, more panic, please. Why do I say that? Because I want max panic. When there's max panic on a stock, that creates a potential dip buying opportunity. And then I'm also commenting, on OPTI, which is just crazy strength today. And it was so tough to break 7 cents a share the other day. It's ridiculous. KNOS also had a good dip buy this morning opportunity if you were quick at the open. Really like it at the market open. This actually would have been perfect from 19 to, or even if you get in at 20, and it doesn't look like anything huge, but this is, let's say you buy, 20,000 shares here at 20 and you flip them at 24. I mean, this is a solid 20% gain, which is, doable. You can buy 100,000 shares. You could probably even buy, 300,000 shares and make it work. Although I wouldn't go that big on a play like KNOS. XTRM, why am I looking for a max panic? Because this has been one of the strongest stocks in the past few days. Okay. I like to dip by multi-day panics or multi-day runners into panics. Okay. I don't just want to buy a stock that's up for like one day and then panics. You don't usually get the big bounces. But this stock has been up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, 7 green days. That's excessive. It was due for a panic, and it's actually up a little more. So I didn't even have to sell, but I like locking in profits. Let me show you my trade too. Where was it? Too many windows. One sec. So here is my trade on XTRM. And I know many of you just want to, learn about this trade only, but you do have to learn about the mindset. You have to learn about the offerings. You have to learn about what successful students are doing. I actually timed this pretty well, making just under 20%, making just under 1,500. But Matt Monaco, who again, new moderator in the challenge chat, he nailed this too. He was in at 0.022 and he got out at 0.025. And I guess he took like a bigger position because he made roughly 1,500 too. But the key was I missed this first panic. I probably actually would have bought in on this. So it's actually sometimes a blessing in disguise. Look at it now, 0.028, unreal, keeps going. But this second panic, you have to start looking back at previous levels, right? Like I looked at this level right here. It was like 0.0225-ish, which was the high before the big spike late yesterday. And then also 0.0195. So anywhere around here, 0.02-ish, is where I'm looking at dip buying. And at this point, understand it's also down like 25%, 30% on the day. So usually with these strong stocks, if they're down 25, 30%, and it's not going to be a complete, dead one, like sometimes these stocks just keep going. If it's not going to be a complete wash, it usually bounces around negative 25, negative 30%. And because I missed the first panic, which, even if I had bought it, I would have sold into its failed bounce right here and I would have had a small gain. So I wouldn't have been there for the second panic. But a lot of dip buyers from here just hold. And right now, okay, it's up to 0.029. So maybe you're back to break even. But you just don't have to risk losing all of this. And no, you should never, dip buy right here on the first panic and then add to your position here on a first, red day on a stock that's been up 7 days in a row. Sometimes I might, dip buy and add to my position, but that's usually after like a 40 or 50% drop, not after this, which is like, a 10% drop. So anyways, the first panic failed to really bounce. So I missed it, or if you did try to take it, you basically get out, you lose small or win small. The second panic, I'm looking for it to crack around 0.02. I would love a big crack of 0.02. There's going to be tons of stop losses at 2 cents exactly. Lots of newbies use stop losses, but it didn't get down there. It actually put up a little bit of a fight here at 0.02. Like this is the level 2. And you can see here, there's a wall of buyers here at 0.0275. Sometimes, there's no seller here at 0.0247. The level 2 just gets stuck sometimes. But you can see here all the buyers. And there was a wall of buyers at 0.022 specifically, and only a few sellers at 0.021. 0221. Sorry, it's tough with these low price stocks. So that made me want to buy in at 0.0221. But it actually did take out those that wall of buyers at 0.022, and it went down to 0.0216. So I actually bought a little too early right here, but it was also difficult to execute. So there, you have a few different, moving targets here. I want to buy it at 2, but it looks like it's bottoming at 0.022. I put in my order. I get some of it executed, but not all of it. And even as it's cracking, I'm still not getting executed because the executions on this one were a little tough. So I tried to actually get more. I wanted like 700,000 shares. But, it was such a quick bounce off the lows. I did not get my last, my second order, and this is all within a matter of seconds. And this is why I make videos like this, to help you prepare ahead of time. But you're buying into the max panic here because the stock is down 25, 30%. There should be support at 0.02. So that should be like your risk level. At worst, I'm going to lose, 0.2 of a penny. But at best, there's 0.6 of a penny upside, or 0.7 of a penny. I know it sounds like small amounts because we're talking about tenths of a penny, but this is the opportunity. Both mono trader Matt Monaco and I sold into this bounce here in the 0.25s, 0.26 area. We played it safe. It was very choppy. It was tough to get executed, but now, as you can see, this is a more recent trend where the stock is now bouncing even more. So lately, dip buys have worked over, not just 10, 20, 30 minutes like in the past. Now there's an opportunity to really dip buy and hold for a few hours, which I think is actually better for a lot of people. But I'm just scared of these stocks. Part of the reason why I wanted to talk about the offering stuff is because you just need to be scared, because no matter how comfortable you get. I mean, SINT, people were loving the breakout late day yesterday, and they're like, I have my haters, and they're like, Sykes, you sold too soon. We got the perfect breakout, and I'm like, good for you, congrats. Just remember to sell into strength. They could do another offering, and then sure enough, what do they do? Another offering today, and they bust all that momentum. So I just expect the worst. I know it's a cynical way to look at this stuff, but I expect the worst, and I'm never disappointed. And sometimes, I play it too safe. But I've already made back. Yesterday's red day for me, like my first red day in weeks or months. I don't even know. I don't care. But I lost $300. The previous day I had made 8,000. As I'm filming this video, I'm up roughly $2,000. So if you can make 8,000 in a day and make 2,000 in a day, and then on your red day you lose 300, that's not that bad. It's all about minimizing losses. So I do expect the worst. I do recognize that we're trading junk. I don't just hold and hope. I don't believe what the promoters are saying. I don't believe what the companies are saying. But I use the volatility to make, good money. Also, I'm sorry I didn't congratulate. I got to do a post on Kyle. Kyle just passed 400,000 in profits. And literally people haven't even seen this yet. Like someone just said like, congrats, Kyle. Congrats on 400K. And he had just cleared 100K last year, and that's true. And he made 79,000. He posts all this stuff. He made $79,000 last month, which is crazy. Okay, so you have to understand that small gains add up. You get better over time, and you just take it play by play. Here is what did I just see? Ulf Johnson made a 13% profit on ZSAN. Mitchell just covered APRO for a 25% gain. There was one other one that I wanted to highlight. JF721, $1,200. Just little gains like that. And Wall Street and bigger traders look down on this. They're like, oh, Sykes and his gang like flipping pennies, making, a few hundred, making a few thousand. They don't realize that when you start trading with a small account, that's how you should trade. Like part of the reason why I make trades like this, like I could have taken a bigger position. I wanted to take a bigger position, but don't feel bad if this is like your normal position size. You don't have to, trade huge. 0.0221 times 375,000. I put in roughly $8,000, a little over $8,000 to make a little over $1,000 in under an hour. These are the kinds of gains that don't look amazing from the outside, but these are the kinds of gains that add up huge over time. And that's how, Matt Monaco has now made $250,000. That's how Kyle Williams, is making, he's just past 400,000, but he's making 80,000 a month lately. And remember last year, like 2 years ago, these guys are both like year 3 students, I think, in my challenge. And I'm going to post one link below this video. You only have one link. Everyone always asks me, like, how do I become your next top student? I want to become, a millionaire. First of all, be willing to work hard. Both Matt Monaco and Kyle Williams have worked their butts off. I found this picture too. Look at this picture. This is us doing a Zoom call. This is Kyle Williams. This is Matt, who just passed $250,000, and this is Jackaroo, who's at $750,000. These are all real guys, okay? And we don't just brag about our total dollar gains like a lot of traders do. We show every trade, position size, ticker. We can name the patterns. So if you see somebody bragging, oh, I turned a few thousand into a few million, show me every trade, because otherwise I just don't believe it. That's why I'm so proud of these guys, because they're real guys. They're great. They're average people. I'm an average person. but just being real in this shady industry is somehow revolutionary. It's crazy. So the lesson here is small gains add up. Expect the worst out of every company. Focus on, go-to patterns like morning panics, on recently strong stocks that offers good dip buying opportunities. So leave a comment underneath this video if you like this. I know it's all over the place, but I'm just trying to keep up. And also thank you to everybody who's donating to, this new Lebanon fundraiser that we did. We just started it, 161,000 now. This is crazy in less than 24 hours. And my heart and prayers go out to the people of Lebanon. So we all need to help them. I'm going to go talk to a bunch of charities today to see how we can get them, the most like help and blood and food and lots of stuff to do. But it's all paid for, financed my entire life by these patterns. This is what I've been doing for 20 years, and I'm very proud to teach you. So I hope you learn. Click the link below if you want to get in my challenge. Just be ready to study. Cheers.